Hello and welcome to the fourth part of our land governance series. In this video, we will be discussing land pooling. So let's get started. Land is one of the most important elements to aid development in any country. For the infrastructure projects in our cities, land is a necessity. However, it is also a scarce resource. Rapid urbanization in India is creating stress on our available land as the demand for serviced urban lands keeps going up. To keep pace with this rising demand, the governments have acquired land from the hands of private owners. Traditionally, this was done through land acquisition, where the government acquires private lands for the purpose of development and industrialization. This method of compulsory acquisition has been criticized widely due to many reasons such as lack of fair compensation and resettlement assurances. It motivated the authorities to move towards a more voluntary and participative mode of acquiring land near urban areas for development purposes. Under land pooling systems, landowners voluntarily sign ownership rights over to a single agency or government body, and the agency returns a smaller portion of the land after the development activities are done back to the original owners. But since the plot now has more amenities, its price has probably risen to match the market value of the owner's original landholding. In pooling, land, not money, is the primary medium of exchange. It is more equitable, with all participants sharing the costs and benefits of development. Pooling exercises are largely conducted to aid planned developments in urban areas. With the exponential rise in urban population, accommodating the citizens and providing them facilities is difficult to do in the limited land. Land pooling then becomes a viable method as the development authority of the city involves the citizens as stakeholders in the exercise, with all participants sharing the costs and benefits. Gujarat is one of the earliest states to use land pooling, starting with the Jamalpur town planning scheme in Ahmedabad in 1925. Punjab introduced land pooling in the Greater Mohali area in 2012. The Delhi Development Authority also instituted a large-scale land pooling program in 2013. The Magarpatta city in Pune was also built on 400 acres of land pooled from farmer families. In recent times, land pooling in Andhra Pradesh has grabbed the media attention. After the UPA government announced Telangana to be a separate state after years of agitation from the area, Andhra Pradesh was left without a capital. The Andhra Pradesh government decided to build a new capital on 34,000 acres of farmland by making all farmers stakeholders in the new capital so that they voluntarily pool their land with the city development agency. A part of the land would be transferred back to the landowners post the development. Along with it, some social benefits were also mandated as per the scheme. But this scheme did not go as well. Insider trading by the previous government caused the Amravati plan to turn into a huge land scam, and a change in governance and introduction of the new 3 capital plan caused a pause in the work. This left the 20,000 farmers who gave their land to the project enraged. Similar pooling activities have been initiated at a smaller scale in Visakhapatnam. The government issued an order on 25 January 2020 authorizing the Visakhapatnam Metropolitan Region Development Authority and the District Collector of Visakhapatnam to undertake land pooling of 6,000 acres of land. The pooled land will be developed by the VMRDA by building urban infrastructure like roads and drainage systems. The land will be redrawn into plots in order to provide house sites to the beneficiaries found eligible for the Housing for the Poor scheme. According to the terms of implementation, those who surrender their lands will be given varied sizes of developed plots depending on whether they are an assignee or an encroacher. This move is being opposed by local leaders and activists. Many have questioned the logic of taking land from the poor only to redistribute it among the poor. While the land pooling scheme is a step towards a more equitable distribution of land, is it actually fulfilling the purpose? Are the legislative hindrances coming in the way of urban infrastructure development? Do you think that all the stakeholders involved in the process are equally compensated? If not, then how can we assure this process is more equitable? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.